Hello everyone and welcome to the V-Odcast, where today we will be talking about what the Dragons need to succeed in 2025. Starting off with our leaders, we do have Damien Cook, Valentine Holmes and Clint Gutherson, our newest signings for this year. Some pretty big signings. We also signed Lachlan Ilias, but he doesn't fall into this category. So we're going to talk about Let's talk about Val Holmes first. Val Holmes, obviously, great for the Cowboys. Great last year for the Cowboys. Great at the Sharks. Won a premiership with them. Says he wants to win a premiership with us. He's good. Then we have the real big leaders that are going to be here for next year. Damien Cook and Clint Gutherson. They will be, apparently Clint Gutherson's already shown some leadership in training. And I think Damien Cook's done some stuff as well. Don't quote me, but I've seen some videos. It looks like they're doing their job as the club's leaders going forward. But who do I expect to be captain next year? Gutho. Gutho will be the captain next year. Either him or Damien. I know there was something about Jaden Sewer, but I highly doubt it will be Sewer. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't think he has the leadership that Gutherson and Damien possess. So, do I think that leadership does matter? Yes. Leadership matters a lot in rugby league, obviously. And Ben Hunt didn't really have that leadership, especially on the field. He's our leader in that Parramatta game. It was his job to try and get us that last second win. That is his job. If you look at last year, how many close games did we lose? It's his job to get us through those hard games. It's his job to get us through these hard seasons. And, well, I think Gutherson and Damien do possess the ability to get us through those hard areas. This lighting sucks. Okay, next up, we do have our young players. Our future, I think I've listed it on here. So, we do have a good amount of young players. If you watched my video when I was dead sick, and I was talking about the Under-19s Origin game, where we had Hayden Buchanan, and we had Loco Jr. Pacifici Tonga. They both did very, very well in that game. In my opinion, I think they did well. Pacifici Tonga, I think he had a little bit of trouble in some areas, but I do think he did have a good game. Running straight, you don't want someone that big running at you, full speed. But we'll finally have someone to come off the back fence. So we finally have that big boy. We have Hayden Buchanan, who I think could play winger. I would want to see him play wing, and I wouldn't mind it whatsoever. So, I think then we also have Lycan King Togia, who obviously did alright last season. He came in and he did his job. And I think he did his job well. But the thing is, if you look at people like Reece Walsh, they go in there and they try to do more than their job. They try to make a name for themselves and shine. And that's where I think Reece Walsh has gotten his stardom from. He's taken those risks, and it's paid off for him. Meanwhile, most of these second graders who come up into the NRL, they just want to go in here and they want to do their job. So I think King Togia, if he wants a full-time spot over Carl Flano, who I really rate from last season, I think he needs to do that one extra thing. He needs to put that oomph in his attack. He needs to start taking chances and not just doing his job. He needs to try and lead us, in a way. I believe we also have young Jesse Williams, who I actually saw his first game of Jersey Flag in Belmore. Yes, it was in Belmore. I saw Pacifici Tonga there as well, and, well, I think he's got some pace. We need people with pace as well. Obviously, we have signed, or apparently we've signed Nathan Lawson, who has a good amount of pace, the rugby union winger, and I think he has a lot of potential. If he can go follow the likes of Will Warbrick, I think he could serve us extremely well next year. He will probably not play full-time first grade. I do think that wing spot will be for Sloan and Tui Pelotu, but I do think that Lawson will play in the trial games. So yeah, we need our young blokes to just pull through. Like, we've had people like Jaden Sullivan and Tower Mo not play up to that big standard, so we need our current young people to do so. Next up, I am going to talk about some signings I think that we should make. Up here, I have put Matt Lodge. See, Matt Lodge, he's in some hot water at the moment, to say the least, but I do think what we need right now, we need a big prop, and he is a big dude. He is someone who can run it. He can run it as hard as he can. He'll make us some meters. We don't have the biggest props in the league. We have Frankie Molo, and I think he does his job really well. Then we have Jack DeBellin, and he's on and off sometimes. He's on and off. Then we've just re-signed the Couchman boys, but I think I would much rather see Toby play at lock when Eisenhuth's gone. I heard somewhere that we've re-signed Eisenhuth. Not 100% sure. I heard that we signed Lodge, but I don't know if that's confirmed. Like, I got told that by a little birdie. But I wouldn't 100% believe that. I would take it with a grain of salt. And it's also why I thought that we should, like, when Adam Fanilla Blake, he was set to sign with us until he went to the Sharks. I think if we ended up signing him, we wouldn't have had that problem. That problem where we need a big prop. We see lots of games where we get sort of intimidated by sides like the Roosters or the Sharks, because they have people like Royce Hunt. They have Waria Hardgreaves. They have all of these people who are so much bigger than us, which is also why I think Nelson Officer Solomona would also be a good signing, but I don't think that will happen. So next up, we are going to the most important area of what I'm going to be talking about. At the end of the day, all we can do is trust in Shane Flanagan, a premiership-winning coach, a man who has got us tipped from the spoon to tipped for the 8. He's obviously cooking something with Holmes, Gutho, Ilias, Cook, and Nathan Lawson, and maybe Matt Lodge. I don't think that's been confirmed quite yet, but I do think it will be confirmed in a bit. Hopefully we can get it confirmed soon. Hopefully he does sign a big prop that we can use. Otherwise, I think we're good for next year. We can go into this game with the pack we got, but I do think what we really need is the leaders to stand up, and we need a big prop who can help us, such as Matt Lodge. Anyways, everyone, this is the Red Vodcast. Leave in the comments your opinion of this new style I've tried out, and tell me what you want me to talk about next. I'll talk about whatever you people want me to. Anyways, until then, peace out.